What's up, everyone? Coach D speaks here. So what if the LGBTQIA plus community were exempt from any laws requiring them to report any instances of child sexual abuse to the police or to child welfare officials? What if they were actively always fighting to keep these privileges in place? Imagine you found out that because of these privileges, because of that loophole, children in the home and at LGBTQIA meetups were continually being abused without their predators being outed or held accountable. Well, you see, that's not happening in the LGBTQIA plus community, but it's happening in churches all across America. And this is why when Ron DeSantis says shit like this, it pisses me off.
We fight the woke in the legislature. We fight the woke in the schools. We fight the woke in the corporations. We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob. Florida is where woke goes to die.
So here's a map of all the states that continue to allow churches to hide the fact that predators and pedophiles are roaming their halls freely. And look, there's Florida. So you'll hear Ron DeSantis screaming about keeping kids from learning that slavery was horrible and that some kids have two moms or two dads, but you hear nothing but silence on this. Why? Because Ron DeSantis doesn't actually care about kids. He's literally just playing politics. Look, there's Georgia on the list. You'll hear Marjorie Taylor Greene scream about parents who want to decide with their doctors how to deal with their trans kids. But when it comes to her state, allowing churches to conceal info about pedophiles amongst pastors, silence. Because she doesn't care about kids either. Oh, there's Arizona on the list. Carrie Lake ran on a platform of ending woke ideology. But she didn't say anything about ending loopholes that allow pastors to get away with abuse in her church. Because she doesn't care about kids either. Oh, look, there's Colorado. Lauren Boebert is always talking about protecting children, keeping kids safe. Why hasn't she sponsored a bill to end this loophole? Because she doesn't actually care about kids either. Her husband was convicted of public indecency and lewd exposure for exposing himself to a minor, for crying out loud. Look, there's Utah. A large percentage of their legislature is Mormon. Surely they would want to close this loophole. Nope. They and the Catholic Church got 9,000 signatures to defeat a bill by a Democrat that was aimed at ending child sexual abuse. You see, so while Republicans perform political theater about drag queens and transgenders harming kids, they're ignoring where many of the real problems actually lie. That is in the church. And the reason why they don't say anything about that is because evangelicals are a huge part of their voting bloc. So they would rather collect those votes than put an end to the abuse of children happening in these churches. Sad.
MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.